Everyone, welcome to day 7 of the 7-day program. So, at last, we have reached the last day. I hope you've been following all the activities that we had shared until yesterday, that is day 6. So, on day 7, too, I have two different activities for you. The first one would be to listen to few motivational videos. Now, motivational talks and mental health, they have a great relationship. They have very great relationship because when we have people walk into the clinic and they express their desire to die, a lot of them have come out of of death to successful people today listening to great motivational speakers. So what I'm trying to say is motivational talk, sometimes some people feel it is totally unnecessary. I do not want to listen to someone else. I can probably carve my own niche, carve my own way, carve my own path. Yeah, I agree and I respect that as well. But at times, people who are more experienced, who have a lot more exposure, have a different outlook towards life, and their struggles and their experiences have made them whatever they are today. So it is not, each one's experience is not one and the same. So their journey can be a motivation for few of us today, and our journeys can be a motivation for someone else tomorrow. So to make your life fruitful, and if you're feeling that you have lost the purpose of life, or suppose you are all alone and you feel unwanted, or you do not have a clarity of path, it is extremely important that you listen to at least few motivational talks. Because whenever I talk to students who keep telling that they're really not interested and they're not able to understand, they don't want to survive. So, generally, people who are affected by some kind of addiction, or if they're having social anxiety, so these kind of issues, we generally tell them to start their day by listening to motivational talks. So, there are different motivational speakers who are there who are ruling the industry today. So you can actually look into them and decide whom you want to listen to. I can actually give a list of speakers whom we follow and whom we give as a reference point to people. So how it helps us is they speak with a lot of confidence and they talk about their journey like a piece of achievement in their life. So that gives the positivity to us. It actually enlightens us to explore us and to find the path. So it is extremely essential that you start listening to these talks. It is not like you need to binge watch them. Yes, some of them who are feeling really, really low. I know a lot of people who binge watch on them and feel really pepped up with the life. And the next day they continue the same thing and they still feel pepped up. And it goes on like a phase. After some time, they start seeing themselves in that position and start managing their own life in a very, very unique manner. So we cannot apply whatever they say completely, but we can pick and choose certain things and design the path in our own way. So this is a suggestion that all of you should start watching motivational speakers and what they have to share from their journey of life. Some of them might be the experiences that you've heard from elders in your house, but when it is someone inside the house, it is not very motivating for us. We have all heard about difficult journeys of our parents and grandparents, great parents, and we are not really affected. We remain undisturbed, unaffected, or probably indifferent about whatever they're saying. But when it is a third person who's standing high up the pedestal and has got a lot of experience and knowledge to share, we are always with our arms open. So, my first activity is to start, if you're feeling low, start it like a daily routine to start your day listening to motivational talks. Okay? So, otherwise, also, whenever you get free time, it's always advised that you listen to motivational speakers because it really motivates you in some way or the other. Some of them may tell that it is not doing any good to them, but they start applying it without their knowledge. So, it has got multiple benefits like that. So, mainly, what I'm trying to say is you are going to unclutter that and discover yourself. The unclutter the negativities, and we have hundreds of reasons for not doing something. And to find that part, to break that, you just need to listen to a few of them, and you will get an idea how to come out of it. Okay, so this was the first activity for you all, and the second one is something that a lot of families enjoy, and few of them would have not tried it out. That is to have a home picnic. Now, if you're staying alone, even then you can have a picnic in your own house. Alone, yeah. There are so many solo travelers, there are so many people who love to party alone, experiment with food. You too can have a picnic at home, set the ambience right, decide on what you want to cook, decide on the kind of lighting you want to have, think about changing the curtain colors, probably the bedding, some good music, and relish the moment completely. So if you are staying as a family, volunteer to cook for your family. Now, if you are the one who does not do it regularly, if it is a general household, it is generally, I'm not being gender stereotypical, but most of the families, it's the women who cook. So why don't the men decide to cook on something special? You can be the women can be the helping hand and probably do the interior work, and the kids can actually set the decor right. You can decide on the theme that you want to have. See, sometimes as parents or as a family member, you do identify certain flaws in the family. Probably there is an issue between your parents, they're not very happy together. Just set an ambience in such a way that they get an opportunity to discover themselves, putting them together into cooking. Yeah, some of them might end up in a fight, that's okay. Making them set the decor, it will be something interesting for them. So making them do things that they have not done before, so inside the house. So giving them that opportunity and setting a picnic inside the house. So you can also decide on a movie together, or good music, or even exchange pleasantries and your stories. Probably narrate your love story, or how you guys got married, and how the first child was born, and how happy you were, and all those things can be exchanged in your home picnic. So this is very important because it brings in the family together if it is a family picnic. And if it is someone who's alone, you tend to experience that happiness mode. You're not getting out of the house, you're actually cutting down a lot of money. You don't have any external influences, you have the choice to choose what you want and what you don't want. So you're setting the ambience according to what you need, you're eating the food that you want, you're experimenting with your decor ideas, you're experimenting with food, and you are feeling extremely happy, making a very beautiful comfort zone for yourself. So this was the second activity that I wanted to share with you. So we're done with the 7-day activity. So I hope you guys have been following it. And on the 8th day, we will be discussing about all these things, as in how it can bring in magic into your life if you're doing all these things. What difference you can expect after following and inculcating these things into your life. So keep waiting, and if any of you all have missed out, you can start watching from day 1 to day 7 and start applying it, and you can have a look at day 8 once it is up. So keep practicing. Please continue writing to us, and give us more ideas if you have any, and your queries and everything can be written to us to the email address that's written below. Your experiences are extremely important for us because we document it as our part of what we have given and what you have received. So please make it a point to leave your comments in the comment section. So thank you so much for joining for all the 7 days. I hope you guys are applying what we said and you are also reaping the benefits of it. So keep waiting until day 8 until we have a discussion. And thank you so much for joining us today.